Would you like to know a genius? One of the greatest geniuses of all time. Science and art were embodied in him. No man could think as far as he did. Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo was born on April 15, 1452, in the town of Vinci, Italy. He had an interesting childhood. His father is a noble notary. His mother was a lower-class maid, and so he was born illegitimate. The fact that he was an illegitimate child, he could not go to school due to the law. However, his alcoholic uncle loved Leonardo very much, and he instilled in him his first scientific thoughts. It taught him to question nature and the earth. His father noticed the drawings and intelligence of Leonardo, and he placed him in a famous art school in Florence, next to Master Verrocchio. Master Verrocchio. The years had given his fingers a flair. Everything that came out of his hands was beautiful. An incident that Leonardo lived there would be a turning point. Master Verrocchio received a painting order. Leonardo added drawings of angels to this painting depicting the baptism of Jesus. When the work is completed, the most beautiful part of the painting is the angels that Leonardo added. After this incident, Verrocchio never picked up a brush again. In short, the student becomes the master. From this moment on, Leonardo began to be known all over Europe. He was just a kid, but he was an inventor, was a scientist. Now hold on tight. I would like to enumerate the profession of Leonardo da Vinci: philosopher, astronomer, architect, engineer, inventor, mathematician, anatomy, musician, sculptor, botanist, geologist, cartographer, writer and painter. He can also use both his right hand and left hand. Even when painting with one hand, he could write with the other. Even more, he has written his writings from right to left. His writings can only be read with the help of mirror. Are you aware of what an extraordinary intelligence we are dealing with? Leonardo believed in the right to life of all living things. Therefore, he became a vegetarian. He chose to wear linen, while everyone else wore leather and fur. In fact, whenever he sees an animal in a cage, he would buy and release. Beyond that, anatomy was very important to him, and he would go secretly at night to examine dead human bodies. Studies and drawings of human internal organs, in addition to being admired even today. It paved the way for modern medicine. When it was forbidden by the church to work on a dead human body, he examined the bodies of dead cattle. The church of the period and most sources, they portrayed him as someone who worked in atrocious conditions. It is said that Leonardo does not like physical contact. Leonardo's views on sexuality were analyzed by Sigmund Freud, and Freud decided that Leonardo was frigid. This situation means coldness experienced against other individuals in a sexual sense. As it turned out, Da Vinci was unmarried, and an affair with any woman was also unheard of. But no proof has been found that he is gay. So would it surprise you to hear what this interesting personality has invented? Let's take a look. Helicopter. Yes. The first helicopter design belongs to him with its details. He designed, but he didn't have enough time to do it. But Sikorsky, who made the modern helicopter, he said that he took Leonardo da Vinci's design as an example. A diving suit that allows breathing underwater. Parachute. The first armored tank. This design provided the foundations of today's tanks. The first machine gun design. Submarine design. The first car that working without anyone driving. This design has also laid the foundation for today's cars. The bearing found in many wheeled vehicles even today. It is the invention of Da Vinci. First robots. He made a mechanical and self-moving lion. He also designed a knight in human dimensions. This knight who can move himself, in the past years, it was realized by looking at the design of Leonardo da Vinci. Again, after his death, There are mechanisms that work with solar energy among the inventions made based on his designs. He loved birds. He spent a significant part of the day studying the movements of birds. He has designed various flight instruments based on birds. Mobile bridges. I mean bridges that can move. Can you believe what this crazy person has done? It's not over yet. He also realized that epidemics were caused by social unhygiene and made cleaner and more ideal city plans. In fact, one of the first cities Columbus founded in America is Da Vinci's design. If we can get on a plane today, if we have cars, helicopter, and even television, Da Vinci has a big share in all of this. Without him, some of these things might not have existed at all. Some even called him a witch. Himself as a music master, he was highly skilled in playing, singing, and composing. Don't forget, this man lived 500 years ago. Leonardo da Vinci invented the mitre lock in 1497. This invention is used in many areas today, including the Panama and Suez Canals. At the same time, he invented the earliest known machine for coin making. He is the creator of hydraulic science. He is the explorer of the darkroom in painting. Some of the first designs of wheel-driven ships and steam engines belong to him. Now, let's look at another of Leonardo's specialties. To his painting. He is one of the greatest painters of all time. But painting was a much more backward trend for him. So much so that he completed only 12 to 18 of his paintings. Salvator Mundi is one of them. This painting of Jesus was purchased by Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Salman for $450 million. The most expensive painting ever. Prince Salman keeps it under very special protection, and only sends it to some reputable exhibitions in Europe with special request. Another important painting is the Mona Lisa that we all know. Mona Lisa was not a queen, not a beautiful lady. She was just an ordinary merchant's wife. The examination of the Mona Lisa painting is still not finished. This mysterious painting was stolen from the museum in 1960 and Pablo Picasso was taken into custody. The Last Supper. If we start to research the picture of the Last Supper, which is filled with absolutely incredible depth of subtext, our days are not enough for this. Jesus says to the apostles next to him, "One of you will betray me today." This is the painting of the apostles who were surprised by this. It is actually a fresco made on a wall, and unfortunately it is slowly disappearing. I just want to give you a little information about the colors used. Leonardo da Vinci gave importance to blue and orange as a contrast. Even today when you watch a quality TV show or movie, if the blue tones are intense, there must also be orange in the environment, choosing these two colors as a contrast. In the language of the cinema, it is called ice and fire. The only Da Vinci manuscript left outside Europe in the world was purchased by Bill Gates for $40 million and digitally uploaded to the internet for the whole world to read. You can also reach it. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the most important figures in the history of mankind, died at the age of 67 on May 2, 1519 at his home in France. When he died, he was the most respected scientist in all of Europe. In his will, he left most of his inheritance to his assistant Melzi and the poor. His last words: "I have offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have." Our world has seen many scientists and many geniuses. None of them could be like Leonardo. He was a man beyond time and boundaries.